Let me get my thing here going. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. All right. You wanna? Let's get this. All right. So, everybody, hope you're having a good Friday night. Kind of tired. Been doing quite a bit of work on the layout past couple of days. You'll see a lot of it here pretty soon. Well, you can see, let me see in the picture. Yeah, you can see some of it, maybe a little bit of it. Yeah, there's a little bit showing there. But I've been working pretty steadily on this. We been printing off, I'll show you that in a little bit. We've been printing off the rest of the windows. Well, I've been painting a bunch of the windows, and then we've been printing off the rest of the windows for it, just to kind of get this thing wrapped up. This right here is now glued on.
Let's see. Isaac says, just redid the entire locomotive. I have a feeling you'll like this weathering better than it was before when I posted it. Joey says, I'm modeling my layout right now.
Oh, good. That's kind of what we're all doing. I've been working on this. A lot of things have changed as far as the plan of the thing goes. We're getting ready to start a whole bunch of stuff. We'll tell you about that tonight. We'll do a little running. I haven't run any of the trains up since I've done the front of this building. I'm really kind of curious to see how it's going to look now with the trains underneath. But we'll show you all that here in a second.
Joey says, I'm gluing grass and I just finished a building, the first one of my layouts.
Oh, congratulations. First one's always a fun one. So we're shifting gears a little bit on what we're doing on this lower level. I'll explain all that to you here in just a little while, what's coming. We're actually starting it next week. No, we're not ripping anything up. We're not changing this. We're adding to.
Plumber Bog says, hello gents, wanted to say, hey, progress is looking amazing.
Oh, well, thank you.
And Great Northern says hi.
Hey, we're going to do a little tour here, and I'll show you what I've been working on. The station is progressing really nicely now at this point. This is getting well into kind of finished stages of the build. Now I've just got to work on the platform, finish up the platform. You'll start to see when I get to the front here. We'll show you what's on the floor down here that I just painted today.
Plumber Bog says, I'm excited for the clocks.
The clocks. Okay, well, we were thinking about the clocks, but I don't think we're going to do the clocks. What I've decided to do, for the most part, I've pretty well thought about it, and I'm pretty well happy with thinking about it. Satisfying what I'm doing. Right up here in the top of the tower, we're going to put, I'm going to seal it up, and we're going to put a spiral staircase going down. And then I'm going to put handrails up here. And we're going to have this, we can change the people out inside, and they'll be like sightseers and stuff. And then we might at one point have like a huge spotlight and have like Commissioner Gordon standing there, like with the Batman spotlight and stuff. And so we're just going to get this so we can change it out as a focal point. Yes?
Yeah, we got a couple here. Okay, let's see. Crochet Lady says hi.
Hello there.
Victoria says hi and sent a star for 2 jewels.
Oh, well, thank you, Victorious.
Plumber Bog says, okay, sorry, haha, very cool.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the clocks, but I just, I kind of like the idea of being able to change things out in here for like the seasons and stuff. And when I tell you what's going on behind back here, it'll make a lot more sense because this whole area behind the station, we finally got a plan for it and what we're going to do back there. It's going to be the rest of our major downtown area. So I'll talk about that when I grab the camera and let you guys see the front of the building here and things and what we're going to put back there behind. So, all right. So let's see.
Victoria says, howdy partners, so good to see you all again.
You too. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm glad you've joined us again. We've done a lot. We've updated a lot. I'm going to talk about all the new stuff that's coming tonight. We have a lot coming. Gabe's right now, he's working on downloading some new files for what's going on right over here. I'll be talking about that in a minute, and then there's going to be something big going in right behind me here on this lower level. So we got a lot of stuff coming. So it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Let's see.
Yes.
Boggs says, "Yeah, absolutely. It's fun watching the changes in progress. It'll be amazing, whatever you choose to do. I'm sure."
Well, thank you. Yeah, it's just, this is why I didn't have a real plan in mind, is because this way I could just do what I wanted to do. As I've changed this so many times, it's not even funny. Okay.
Like Crochet Lady says, I hope you're feeling better too, Flower Boggs.
Yeah, I hope you are. I hope you didn't have any injuries from the accident. Everything's good. So I hope you're doing really well, and that you've recovered from that really bad illness from a week or so ago. Hope you're completely past that. All the meds took care of it and everything. So been kind of worried about that. Speaking of which,
he says, "Thank you. Yes, all good." Josh says hi.
Oh, hey, Josh.
Victoria says, "Sometimes our visions change once we see the progress."
That's it exactly. Once I started putting things into place and I saw how well it was coming together, this thing changed so many times just in the past month that I decided I really love stations and I really love passenger stuff. So I'm going to have to get more cars. I'm going to have to get more Amtrak stuff, because you'll see what I'm talking about here in just a minute. What's getting ready to happen? This whole lower level is going to be massive Amtrak staging and running that will then filter out into the upper levels and into the lower levels. This is where everything's going to be. I'm going for the congestion and the look of New York City now. It's not New York, but I'm going to go with the look of it. Our background buildings, we're going to have so many background buildings, skyscrapers up in here, that it's just going to be immense. I mean, it's already looking huge, but it's just going to just keep closing in and closing in. So what we've decided to do is we're doing 3 stations. Right now, New York has 3 main stations. Grand Central, of course, Penn Station, and I can't think of what the other one was. He looked it up today. They had 13 at one time. 13 major stations at one time. So we're putting 3 stations in right here in this U shape. And there's going to be lots of details that go with it, and it's going to be what services the entire city. So this is going to be really cool when we get done with this. So I'm going to show you what's coming. I'll describe what we've got coming up here, but first I want to show you, we'll do a slow pan on the station so you can see everything that's been done on this so far, and what it's going to start looking like here in the finishing process, because we're getting real close now. So let me grab the camera. We'll do the walk around, and then we'll bring some trains in and see how it looks. Yes.
Great Northern wonders, would you ever do any pre-Amtrak passenger trains?
Probably. Yeah, we probably would. We might do some, like if we're running like a period piece, because I mean our buildings look like they could be all the way back to the 40s and 50s. And not a lot of that's going to change except for our background buildings that are going to be huge modern affairs. All right, so let's start off right here. We got the back wall in right here on the big Cerberus, Chimera building, whatever. We just have to build the outjutting right here. The back wall here is completely printed now, where you can see this, where it's open. It's printed. I just don't have it sanded and glued together yet, but the main tower is finished, other than that little bit. So we're going to be just finishing up this part of the tower right here and the part that's on this side to give us our 3 towers together. All right, so here we go. Let me get the camera so I can just do a nice little pan.
Victoria sent a floating heart for 10 jewels.
Oh, well, thank you. All right, so, hey, everybody. All right, so here we go. So, let me see if I can get zoomed in here. All right, so you can see the brick. I've got all this variegated color in the brick. It's not showing up too well in this, but all of this right here, it's all different shades. Then I've got all of the grout lines, all nice and shaded. Got these, this is the color we're going with on the windows. So we've got a beautiful cream color here. I've started to weather the frames. You can see I've gone in with a very thin brush, and I'm doing outlining on the inside with the frames and putting shadows underneath. You can see right here that I did all the streaking on the concrete. It's all there, all the way around. I see the big window right here. The little one here, I've got the door. It's back behind me over here. But you can see how that looks. It goes all the way around. You got it all the way there. We'll have better lights here. I've got some lights up above that are burned out. So once we get it them replaced, you'll be able to see the sides a lot better. So this, I'm just really, really pleased with how this is coming out. Well, thank you, Great Northern. So all of these that are up here, these windows stand out. They stand straight up. The roof slants back, so you have them actually standing out from the openings. It's really cool. Let me take you down here and show you. That's what all of this is. It's painted and weathered, initial weathering done, or this is all roof windows right here, all of them for the entire roof. Here's some more of the side windows for the lower section. We've printed off the last of them. This is what we've got in the building right now, only accounts right here, not counting the roof, just this and what I've got up in the building, only accounts for about maybe just a little over a quarter of the windows and stuff. So we've got all the rest of them printed. I've got to paint everything still. So these things, let me see here. Let me grab one of these. So you see how deep that is? So what this does is, let me just get this right there. So it stands out like that on the roof. So all of those are painted cream. So everything here, all these windows all the way around are completely painted at this point. So next step is just to get them installed. Get them weathered and then installed. I've got.
Alex says, "Oh yes, very awesome."
Oh, thank you. So this is what I've got to do. I noticed this right here. I forgot to do the second coat. You actually can probably tell. Let me get here. You can see how much lighter this is versus the lower. I forgot to do the second coat of black wash on all of this. So I've got to do the second coat of that and then do my little touch-ups again on it. So I'll get that done and then that'll be finished. We've got all the air conditioning vents and air conditioners that go up here on the roof. Those are already printed out. I've just got to get them done, put them in place, but I won't do that until I get the copper effects put in all around the roof up here. So we're getting real close on this. I imagine this next week, this station will be pretty much done. Thank you. I really like the color with the brick myself. I think that it just looks fantastic. So this was all, we did a video of this, I think like 2 days ago. I showed how I hand paint all of these little bits. If you missed that video, it's in the live section. And how just to get the paint, the consistency to get the paint where you can just use a brush and not have any paint strokes showing or anything. You're not going to see any of that on there. I did weather them, so there is a little bit of black on there in spots. So it's really coming together really well.
Victoria says that blue is amazing with the brick pattern.
Yeah, I answered that one, yes.
Crochet lady says beautiful colors and nice weathering on the station. So much work, really nice.
Well, thank you.
And Kazar says, I also love creating models and scenes in the attic. Beautiful.
Well, thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do in this area now that I'm getting to this point, I'm going to be getting all these windows installed and putting the glazing in. Bottom floor is going to be completely detailed. We're going to have an entire interior in here with the big benches, the long benches, ticket counter, probably like a newsstand, stuff like that. I'm going to put a floor across in the second area here that's going to, and it's going to kind of come a wall up right here to seal this whole area off right here from the lower area, so that when I put lights down here, this will stay dark because this will just be the offices and stuff. Do the same thing on this side. So we'll have these two floors, and then we'll have just this whole area being vaulted on the inside. So what we're doing back behind now, this is coming over to right in here, getting out of the way. We're going to be making a big square area right here. There's going to be a big circle in the middle. Gardens, everything back here. Right behind here is going to be our combination courthouse and police station, downtown police headquarters. So it's going to be a tall building, probably about like this. I've already got it picked out. It's got some great columns in front. We're going to be starting to print that here pretty quick. We're going to put that in place and then start getting all of this done. The big circle in the middle that we're going to have right here, we'll have grass for most of the year. Then when we get close to Christmas, we'll have an insert that we can drop in on top of it. They will have an ice rink and have a Christmas tree in the middle of it. So that's what we're going to do right in this area. Okay, so let's get to what's now. Oh, let's finish talking about this. I am going to put the platform all the way.
Victoria sent clutch for 30 joules.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We'll just keep putting it into all of this. That's where it all goes. So now I'm going to build the platforms that's going to cover all of this. You're not going to see this roadbed anymore all the way to about, right here. This is all going to be covered up underneath here, and it's all be platform between to the tracks. Right out here, I'm going to get those Snyder fuel arms. We're going to put a fuel arm between each track for the engines on both sides, because the platform will be coming out here. So wherever we stage the engines over here, I'll be putting fuel arms over here. In this corner right here, we are going to put a fuel tank storage right here, and I'm going to run pipes along the back side right here, and they'll disappear under the concrete right here. So that'll be what we're going to have a dead end track that'll go just go off the layout off over here. We'll have a couple of tank cars sitting here that will be like tank unloading facility right here that keeps this the fuel tank full. We'll surround all of this with chain link fence. And this will be what supplies the fuel for for all of this. That's going to happen on every station that we make. Okay, so let's talk about what's going to happen over here. So right here along this area, we're going to build a bump out. This is only going to take us about a week to do. We're going to build a bump out that comes out maybe about 6 inches. Run about that far, maybe from here to about here. And there's a fantastic station I found. It's fairly narrow, but the facade of it is incredible. So we're going to have it actually at track level. This one's going to be down here at track level, and we'll have a platform on the inner track right here with all the servicing stuff on it too. And this is going to seem like a lot of stations, but it's going to really allow us to do tons of stops. So, for example, when we have an Amtrak come through, it's not necessarily going to stop at either of these two stations, but we'll stop at this one. Vice versa, maybe an Amtrak coming through here will bypass the one back here, but it'll stop at either this one or this one over here, depending upon its destination. So, I think it's going to make for some excellent running. I think that's just going to be really, really cool. So we're going to have a bump out here I have to really watch my head when I'm working. I have to get down really low when I'm underneath here building my mountains and stuff, so I don't bang my head on this. It's not going to really affect too much working on these back areas back here, because if I stand like right here like this, I can easily reach up. That's within reach to do all the work back there. So this is not going to really impede me working on anything up here.
Okie says hello.
Well, hello, Okie. So then over here.
He says happy early Christmas.
Okay, so over here we are going to have another station like we're doing here, but it's very different. This one over here is going to look pretty similar to the Walthers. I found a great STL file. It just looks better than the Walthers Union Station. Much, much better. So we're going to span all 3 tracks here. It's going to have more of a concrete support system versus the I-beams that are on the other side. Again, it'll have all of the platforms on the track right here. Same thing, right here we're going to put in a fuel storage tank with a track coming in, a dummy track coming in with some tank cars on it, with an unloading area, and the pipes coming to over here for the service area.
Ron says hi.
Hey, Ron. So this will be coming. This is the one he's working on right now as we speak. He's working on all these files for the station. The station only came with 3 files. Basically, you just printed the 3 sections, and you had all these things inside, the supports and all that. So he's tearing everything apart. He's making all the walls separate. So he's just doing what we need to do to make it look right. It'll probably span from about here to about right here. It's just going to be up top, and it'll be a really cool looking marble structure. So we're going to have a naming event coming up for all the stations. So we'll have to have one here. We'll have the station here, the station in front here. Well, an upper station here, spanning the tracks, lower station here, even with the tracks, and then of course our upper station. Yes.
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I may have to go plug my laptop in.
Okay.
Do you have the chat to where you can see it? Also check with the.
I have to, yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, but I mean on your tablet.
Yeah. 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 So, okay. So that's what we've got going, all of this. So this is going to be, this whole area is going to change. This is the next big build right here. Get all this done, get all the scenery in, the platforms, the whole works, get the people under here, the passengers. We're going to have the elevators with a freight elevator on both sides, this and that, so we can have the baggage carts and all of that. So,
I'll be back in just a bit.
yep. So we're going to be, this is going to look really cool, just fully detailed below here. Same thing here, but it'll just be outside. This will be the same thing there. We're just going to just load this stuff with details. Like we talked about up here, we're going to have the gardens, all the planters with all the plants up here with the fountains right there. And then, of course, all the trees and the stuff in the background. And this big thing right here. It's going to be sliding over right here, like I said, with the 2 extra towers. If you haven't seen this before, we thought this was what we were going to have on the layout. This is actually what we thought was going to be the very tallest building we ever had on our layout. Well, that's not. So, but this right here is what this is going to look like. This style with the 3 towers like that. So just imagine, the second height right there, and then the one right there. And we'll swing this around at an angle, so it'll actually sit about kind of like that right there in the corner. And then this will all overlook this huge square that we're going to build right back behind here. And then, of course, right back on the wall is going to be massive skyscrapers that'll be background buildings. So it's just going to all fill in really, really full. So that's what we're doing. So let me put this back down. I had a spot for it down here. I'll put it right there. Okay. So let's pull the engines up. And let's look and see how this looks underneath the station right now with how it's looking. I'm going to put this down for a minute, then I'll put it here on the end so you can watch me pull them in, and then I'll bring it over here so you can kind of see what they're going to look like with all of this painted up above. Well, thank you. Let's see, who's that? Edmund. Thank you, Edmund. And again, Victorious, thank you for the gifts. We will be putting them for sure to work on this layout. I guarantee that. All right. So let's pull the let me get the paper towels off the trains, and we'll pull the Amtrak's into the station, and we'll just see how it looks with everything starting to get painted now. All right. Well, let's see what we got here. So let's see. Now I can't remember if I have my BNSF powered up or if I've got the 2 Amtrak. So we'll see what pulls out here. I think they're got to get the direction going right. All right. So it looks like Surfliner's coming first. I'm going to love having these platforms in here. This be almost like street running. All right, so there's that one. Oh, we've got them both on the Amtraks. Okay. Then we'll run them for a little bit through the station and stuff. We'll do some simulated stops and things like we've been doing. All right, so as you can imagine, with the platforms right here, here, and here, having the fuel arms and having crew members all in this area ready to work. Same thing down at this end for when we have, one Amtrak going this way and one going this way, or whatever we're running, whether it's Metro, whatever. So wherever they stop, there'll be crews waiting for them. So that I think is going to look really, really good. So let me get the thing so you can see what it looks like with the all set up. All right, so let's see if I can get back just a little bit. There you go. So now you can kind of see what that's going to be. Just imagine all those cream colored windows all the way throughout, and those ones up in the roof line. So that's gonna look really sharp. And we're even going to have some extra lights down here in addition to the fuel alarms. We'll have some actual operating lights that'll be out over the areas where the engines will park, so that if we do nighttime running, it'll look really good with everything shining down, because we're going to have lights underneath here, obviously. So everything will just be all lit up right here, and we'll have some lights up here. So it's just going to look pretty sharp. All right, so let's. Thank you. I really like how this is looking too. So, and I'm looking forward to getting this whole square area done. That's going to come a little later. I want to get all the stations in. I want to get names. I want to get scenery. All the scenery in this area, all the scenery in this area, and all the scenery over there, all done around the stations. We're going to be putting the sidewalk out here pretty soon. I've got all of this made. Gabe printed all this off. I've got to cut it down in height, about half the height, and then there's going to be some details on top. This is going to be all of our safety wrought iron that goes around the station area, and there's going to be also along here that will be running along here and here. So that should all be on here, hopefully before the next live stream. Because I think I got 10 pieces of that set to go. So we should be good. We should be good on that. Let's see here. All right, so let's just get these guys running. Let's just kind of see how they look passing underneath with this. I see a lot more than you guys do because of the windows going in, but next time we get together, these windows will all be in, and I'll get the light up here that shines right down in this area. I'll get that light replaced, and that way the whole side will be lit up for you. All right, so let's see. Let's start off with, make sure I'm not on the tracks anywhere. Nope, we're good. Okay. So, nice and easy startup. I wish I could show you guys the pictures of the stations we've got coming. I think you'd be really impressed with what we picked out for what's going to look. Because like I said, when we get done with the background buildings, filling everything in, there's going to be, like on this wall right here alone, there's probably going to be 5 background buildings, all going almost to the ceiling. We'll have backgrounds buildings behind the Artemis, behind the Titan, everything, all the way around, plus more freestanding structures. There we go. It looks like those run for a little bit. So it's just going to fill in. It's just going to look like a massive, massive city when we get done with this. You know, they'll have the elevated track cutting through here, the double level track with our subway system, our intercity rail on it. So that's going to look really sharp. So there's just a lot of things coming. I was hoping to dull coat the Skid Row buildings and wrap those up, but I'll do that. This weekend's kind of busy. We're doing a train show tomorrow. Well, it's not a train show. It's a club event. It's up in Milton. There's a really neat group. It's called the WISIL for Wisconsin, Illinois train modelers. They're at the museum in Milton tomorrow. So we are going to be up there seeing those guys, getting some videos, having a good time. So if we get a good reception, we'll go live up there for a little while. That'll probably be like around 10 in the morning, thereabouts. So that might be kind of fun. So that's a whole day thing. So I'm not gonna have time tomorrow. And then of course, Sunday is Father's Day. So they already have me grilling on Father's Day. So I don't like grilling to begin with. And then it seems like I have to do it on holidays like, my birthday and on Father's Day and all that, when I'd rather just be hanging out, playing with the trains and doing model work. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So I'm going to lose 2 days this week. And so actually, I may have to set everything back just a little bit. So maybe by midweek, we'll have a lot of these things kind of done. We'll just see how it goes. But I'm working as fast as I can, guys. Because like I said, we're trying to get a lot of stuff done by summer. The end of summer. All right, I'll pull them in for a little stop. Well, that way I'm not having to talk too loud over. Okay. We'll let our passengers get on and off, and I'm going to buy a bunch of people and have them up here, and it's going to be a very busy place on the layout. All of the stations will be. I may actually have to add more tracks up here to handle the amount of stuff we're going to have with the stations, and that's fine. If I've got to add some tracks, I got to add some tracks. I'm not worried about that. That's no big deal. So that will be a good thing to get into. So I probably won't get to, now I'm thinking about it, I probably won't get to finishing up Skid Row, those 2 buildings on Skid Row right there until later in the week. Because we'll probably start printing. Well, we probably will start printing the new station that's going to go over there. We'll probably start printing that one this weekend for sure, to where maybe by Tuesday I'll have all the files for it, and we'll start making the platform for it. I had to find some, not I-beams, but I had to find some column files that have got nice footings, kind of ornate footings and stuff, along with like maybe the colonnades or whatever you call them on the tops, to where it just looks really nice with a nice big thick beam across there. I've got plenty of styrene left to make the platform. It's going to be bigger. That station over there should be bigger than this one, with the wings that are on it. So I'll probably have to make that one out just a little bit more than I've got here. So that's, we should have, so I'm hoping maybe by next weekend, if I can get all of that printed this week, we might actually have that site over there kind of where this one was about a week ago, where it was just kind of the printed, everything was just the printed, surfaces not painted, maybe have that one to that stage over there. So that's, I think that'll be a time frame, be a good time frame for this. All right, so let's, Amtrak got loaded first. Oh, well, or maybe, I don't know, maybe the Superliner got loaded first. Superliner got loaded first. I can never remember which power pack I have on which track. I should probably make a notation of it down there. We'll let this Amtrak sit for a little bit since it's got a lot more people. Okay. Well, thank you, Josh. Yeah. Just modeling. Hi, Kobe. Yeah, I know, but when I grill, they usually give me a ton of stuff to grill, and then we put the stuff in the freezer away for other times along with the day that we do it. So when I do one day, it actually gets me like a month's worth of grilling. So I'll just go ahead and do it and get it over with, and then I don't have to do it again. Well, no, because the 4th is coming, so I'll have to grill on the 4th, because that's what we do. So I sound so thrilled, don't I? Yes, I love sitting out in the heat over a hot grill. Just lovely. All right, so we're going to take Amtrak out of here. Let him get started for a bit. And we'll bring the Surfliner in. So this is what's going to be cool. I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to do this, because I'm gonna be stopping and starting trains all over the place, once we get things going. So we may have to move the camera back a little ways so that all three stations show up, and then I'll have to move the power packs outside so that you guys can see the operations as we hit the different stations. And then we have this track right here that this Amtrak is on right now. This, like I said before, is going to be our run-through track for the freights. So, for example, this guy back here, he will probably be on this track right here for the most part, passing through. I am planning on putting a switch and a siding right here so that we can pull the trains off of this line into this station that's going to be here now. That way I can run the freights by as it's sitting in there. So we got a little bit of engineering to do here, but then they can just stop at their designated stations. We'll designate certain trains for certain stations, and I think that'll be the way to make operations run smoother. And then, of course, we take our switches, we get over here, we go back on that back wall where all the staging is. That's where we'll have all the rest of the we'll have our diesel service facility, we'll have our staging tracks for our freights, our Amtraks. We've got, if you guys haven't been with us before, here's two others. These were a gift from a friend, a good friend. We just have to, I'm making special cars for them. I've got the Pepsi can and we've got the Lifesaver one. They'll have matching cars painted the black with the yellow crossbuck thing. And this one will have the stage or phase 6 paint schemes on them. They'll all be Bombardier cars or Bombardier, however you want to say it. So I've already got the first car printed off. We'll be getting to those pretty quickly. And then I know that's not going to be enough. Even with the other two here, I'm probably going to have to get at least another, probably just to handle all of the station traffic now, I'm going to have to get at least another, I'm going to say probably 3 to 6 minimum Amtrak units, or Metra, or of which we have a Metra sitting on our Amazon wish list in case anybody's interested, or maybe a F-59 set of some sort, like a Sounder or a, I don't know, maybe the North Star, since that went up to Minneapolis. They had a lot of great, they got a huge downtown, so that might be a good set to have if I can ever find one. Those are hard to find. So let me see here if I'm missing any comments at this stage. Gabe's in the other room right now. He had to plug his laptop in, but he'll be back in shortly. He's been doing a lot of work on it. He forgot to plug it in to charge it. So, but he will be back in here pretty quick. So what we're going to do, like I said, this is going to be a really neat area, especially with the elevated tracks back behind the city hall area. I look at this monster that we started right here, the one that's going to be this thing. This is the big version of this. We're running out of filament already, and I had 4 rolls of filament. We're down to a roll and a half already with what we're doing. So we're gonna, the filament's still on sale, so we're gonna order 2 more rolls because it's gonna take a fair amount to print the stations that we're gonna be putting up and get that finished. You get a charge?
Do we have a 3-prong in here?
Yeah. Yeah, it goes that way.
Okay.
It's over.
Is it underneath the?
Look behind the door. It's right there.
Ah.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah.
You see it? It's plugged in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just bring it out where you need it.
Yeah. When it's on, it doesn't go.
Oh. Okay.
I'm doing good, Josh. How about you?
Let's see here.
Have you seen the comments?
Sea-Doo in Florida. Oh, that's cool. Do what now?
Have you seen the comments that have come in?
Yeah, I've been trying to keep up with them.
Okay.
I'm going to have to get a bunch of little people And like I said, I'm going to have to take a bunch of them, and I'm going to have to paint them up with hats on, little the little round top hats, and the other one for the men with black suits. And I'm going to have to get a bunch of women that'll be in full dress coats, all or dresses all the way down. That'll be dark, and a little white kerchief on their heads. I don't know if any of you watch, but man, a lot of Mennonites load into these Amtraks all across the Midwest. I usually see them on the virtual rail in Elkhart, Fort Madison, and La Plata. They're just 20, 30 of them get on and get off all the time. So I'm going to have a few along my things here, like they came into the big city to take a look and see what. Yeah.
Victorious sent 100.
Oh well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Victorious.
Yes, very much.
Let's see. Yo, I know, Oki. Says, I have one job.
Yeah, one job. You're not even doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, did you see Kobe? He said he was a fan of trains.
Yes, I said hello and welcome to him. So
let's see. Oh, Bombardier owns Sea-Doo. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, glad you're doing good, Josh. Oh, he says, I love the first live stream when you were talking about the rock wall.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. That seems like ages ago. It was probably like 8 months. So, but that's just how time has flown working on this. So. But yeah, so we're going to have a lot coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll take the Surfliner out now for a little bit.
I'm going to need your help with this one, this station, on how to do it.
On how to take it apart? Is it where you need to cut the walls and stuff? Is that what the issue is?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling there was going to be. Those side wings should be easy.
Yeah.
You should be able to cut those just like you do our normal skyscrapers.
I think so.
That front one, you'll have to, I got thinking about that inset.
Yeah.
Where the columns are. I think if you just cut those sections off that make the insert, it comes around and goes in like this and that, where you get that back panel window by a wall by itself, and then all of those walls coming around, I think if you made a panel for each one of those. I think you're just going to have to cut it apart.
It's gonna.
You just have to eliminate, cut, eliminate, cut, eliminate, to get down to what you need.
It's just a mirror. It's the same on either side.
Well, it shouldn't be an insert on the back. It should actually be flush.
No, it isn't.
It's an insert like that on the back side too?
Yeah. Oh. Goes through on either side.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Because the Walters one is flat on the back.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, that's actually all right. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
But, well, actually, if you make the first wall, Gabe, then you don't have to do the back wall.
Right.
If you just get if it's the same exact front and rear, then just make the front wall, and then we just print 2 of those.
Right.
All you have to do is just make the side walls. So really, you only have to make 3 walls.
Right.
Okay. So what do we got here?
Let's see. Oki says, I saw a picture of the new FEC 250th today. I liked it.
Oh, cool. I have not seen that one yet. I'll have to dig around and see if I can find a shot of it. I'm sure I can.
Why is it so thin?
The walls?
The doors.
Well, you can always thicken doors up.
But it's a part of the entire...
Oh, it's not that's right, it's not an insert, is it? Like this station was here.
Yeah, I don't know what this model is.
Okay.
Because he modeled the inside, too. There are railings and stuff inside. And,
oh, really?
Oh. Weird.
Well, that might be
But they're
nice.
attached to the building.
Well, just cut the bottom off.
Yeah.
And just take them out. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, there's an actual step up inside the building.
Really?
There's steps going up, so...
Okay.
This is one of those things,
Yeah, it's just things that we have to deal with.
Futz with. Yep.
That's all right. It is what it is.
Yep.
That's what you're getting paid the big bucks for.
No,
no bucks, people. He's not getting paid anything.
Yeah.
This college.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big bucks.
I definitely have my scaling wrong. N scale.
Do ya?
From HO to N scale, it's more like 50% instead of 73. Well, 55 to 57.
Oh, really?
Because I measured the doors, I made them 7 inches scale height here,
7 inches scale?
7 feet.
Okay.
Scale.
It doesn't be awful tiny doors if they're 7 inch scale. Might go get a mouse through it. But
Yeah,
that's about it.
doors for ants.
Yeah. All right, I'll take we'll pull the freights out. Let it get going for a little while. Let the Amtrak's passengers sit there for a bit. So when we get to running properly, these guys will be on this outside track. All freights will be on this. Well, I guess that's actually the inside track. So that'll, but for right now, it's good where it is, so I don't have to keep changing things around. Oh yeah. So there's lots of projects coming in the next couple of weeks. Things we weren't even on our radar to do even ever. I mean, I was thinking maybe a second station later down here. I was not thinking of any others up here except for the ones that we're going to put on the elevated track. So this is how fast things change here. But every time we do something, like if you guys remember, this was supposed to be over here in the corner. It looks fantastic here. I mean, first it was here to start off with. Then, no, we're going to put it over here. Then it was here, supposed to be here for a very long time. Had the platform over here, everything. And then, no, can't do that. Back over here now. So, and finally settled into place. Just should always go with my first instinct on where to place things because it's where everything seems to wind up anyway. So I know I want that there, and I know I want this here, so that's what we're going to do. And sometimes it may take a little bit for me to get used to it if I'm not quite happy with it initially. But then I know, because of the art, my eye for art that I've had for all my life, I know that that's going to be the best place for that. So it'll look really good.
Oki says, just a reminder, I'm charging the battery.
Ah. So I want to get some big stuff done, so we have a lot of stuff scenic right down here, so it'll be entertaining for you guys when you're watching. And once I get to that stage, then I'm going to get back to weathering some of my cars. I really want to get the rest of my container cars done, all weathered up and finished, and some more of my auto racks. So I want to get the rest of the Simpsons series done. I want to get Krusty and Marge done to match what's in real life. Bless you. Yeah. So I think that'll be good, but that probably won't be until fall. Because in August we're going to start printing, and I got to start doing assembly for the train shows that we're going to go to sell our small buildings at. A little Amtrak action going here with the BNSF. Ooh, that looks really nice with 2 longer trains like that. So, any questions on what we're getting ready to do? Do you have any suggestions or anything? I think we've got it pretty well figured out. I think it's going to make for fantastic passenger operations with run-through freights. But I mean, that just looks great right there together. And once we start switching tracks and swapping things around, then we'll really get into the operational end of it. So what I would do on that wall, Gabe, I'd cut the front wall off from the side walls.
I'm getting it.
You got it figured out?
Yeah.
You got it figured out? Okay.
Just as I work on the Santa Fe steam, I kind of MacGyver it together.
Yeah. So I want to get, I'm going to go get, if you've never used it before, it's a great thing to use. You can go get PVC caps that are for the end of, that they put on the end of sewage lines. They have one, you can get ones that are about this tall, that big, and have the dome on them, so that's what I'm gonna get for our fuel storage over here. And I'll get a bigger one that goes over there. You can pick those up at, any of the hardware places for like $3 or $4, primer them, paint them, weather them, and then you got your uh, fuel tanks. So I'm gonna pick those up and just start placing things in order, and then start building my, pipe work. So I'm gonna start working this way and just come this way with all the scenery. Not sure what I'm gonna do right here yet, because now at the station here, I may put some like local businesses, maybe some restaurants or something right down here. So we'll have to, I may not, that'll be moving out of the Skid Row, uh, look and more into the downtown look. Especially if we've got the big station right down here. So on this wall behind me, where this big station's gonna be, we're gonna make a crossover, a pedestrian crossover from the park over to the station. It's gonna cross all 3 tracks. It'll be a glass tunnel type thing with an elevator at the other end, along with steps that will allow people to come over, because this station that we're gonna put behind us here, we're gonna have a number of restaurants in it. So that people in the park, if they just wanna come over and have a nice meal and watch the trains go by, they've got access to get to it. So that'll all be coming in over on this side.
Josh asks if you ever watched the MacGyver TV show.
Oh, yeah, a long time ago. The original one, back in the 70s and 80s.
Especially he says, of course, Gabe figured it out. That's why he's taking the big bucks.
Yeah, the big bucks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I do like that BNSF Montana Railway hookup. I need to get that coupler so I can get the second one back on it. That'd look really nice, BNSF and 2 MRLs. Well, we'll just line all these up for right now. And coming in, we're just like, they're coming in for service for, imagine the fuel arms are all there, and we got the crews all there working, so. That'll look really nice, having that like that. So that's where we are. Like I said, this has been a long time coming, this station. This was a lot of work this week. It's a very well-made print. The guy did a lot of work on it, but then you have the inconsistencies when you put on coat after coat of paint. Builds up the layering, both, tons of coats, 3 coats of paint on basically everything. So 3 coats of paint on the windows, 3 coats of paint on the building. So then when you try to put the window inside the opening, well, then of course it's too wide, because you've got 6 coats of paint at every place around the window opening. So there was a lot of scraping and getting things opened up a little bit more so they would fit in okay. I've got to go in and I've got to scrape the back sides off of them, because I put down, I'll show you here. So when I paint something this small, what I do is I take the can of paint I'm going to use, and I'll
Ogie says, well, like my parents used to say, we put a roof over your head and food on the table.
That's right.
Yep.
So so what I do when I get ready to paint something like this is I'll spray a line here and here. All these will be sitting on the board loose, and then I'll push them down into the paint. And I'll get them all lined up the way I need them to be. And that way these little things don't fly around when I'm spraying them. So the only problem with that is when you get, let me see if I can get one off. These things, I don't know, we'll see. There we go. Okay, so I popped this one off, but if you look at the back, you can see all the excess paint on there. So all that has to get scraped off. So every window has to have that done, because that way when I go to glue the window glazing on it, on the inside, I don't have all that excess paint on there. So everything has to get cleaned up well. This one's off now, so let's see what this looks like. I can get one to fit in also. I'm going to have to do some trimming on some of this stuff. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I've got a lot of paint around the edges. Not gonna work till I do some scraping. So these have got these great little finials on top. They're really cute. I decided to go ahead and keep them. We were thinking about just knocking them off there, but on top of the station, there's some finials and things like that, and a little ironwork up here. So it'll match nicely. I don't think this is going to fit. No, I can actually see I've got to take, there's a big glop of paint right on the inside of the opening. So I need to just kind of scrape that out a little bit. And all this little, what you'll see here, I don't know, I'll see if this one's got a lot of it. This is all filament. When you do it, I'll hold this up kind of close. You can see all that webbing in there. That's filament. So all I've got to do is just go in with an X-Acto blade and I just cut all that out. I'll do that before I start weathering the windows. Depending upon how my schedule goes and where I'm doing it, I may actually do a short live stream this weekend if I've got the time. Maybe late tomorrow when I start to work on weathering this stuff and show you how I weathered the windows to get those really cool effects of the window frames looking kind of dirty around the edges and the shadows that went into place. So we may do that. We'll see. All right. So not exactly extremely exciting tonight, but we have gotten a lot done. A lot more to go. You guys are going to see some big changes over the next 2 weeks. It's just really going to expand. As soon as I get that one built, I'm not going to wait like I did this one. I'm going to paint that one almost immediately when I get it done and get it assembled, so that it gets to this stage right here within a week's time. So within 2 weeks, we probably should have that station almost completely finished. And then we'll be printing on, while we're working on painting that one and doing that one, we'll print the one behind me. And then I can get that one knocked out pretty quick. Let's see here. Are you to where you can watch the comments? Because I'll actually pull the pictures up and I'll show them the stations we have.
Sure, yeah, I'm
All
watching
right,
the comments.
I'll show you. Let's see here. Let's show you the stations. Come on. All right, let me get to the pictures. This way you can see what we have. So you'll know in your head what we've got coming. All right. He must be doing good on it. He's whistling. Whenever he whistles or he hums to himself, he's happy with the work he's doing.
Uh-huh.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Oh, it's more like this song is still stuck in my head.
Okay. So the station that's going to go behind, that's going to be at track level, is this guy. This guy. This guy. It's really a cool looking station. Hang on. Here we go. I can't blow it up, but okay. So this is going to be the station that's directly behind me in front of the Titan Tower. That's going to be at track level. Can you see that, Gabe, on your end? Not here, on your picture.
Sorry.
I'm sure you can see it if you look over here.
I need to go back to live. Josh says looks awesome. Yep, you can see it.
You can see the whole thing?
Yep.
Okay. So that is the big station that's going to go, that will be behind me where I sit. So now I'll show you the station that will be over on the other wall above my work table. It's a good looking station too. Let's see here. It's not that one. It's not that one. Where are you? Let's see here. Oh, I'll show you the. No, that ain't it. It's going to show you the city hall we have back behind that's coming, but that's not it. Let me see if I can find this stupid thing. Boy, here's all of our skyscrapers. There it is. Okay. So here's the one Gabe's working on currently. That will be over on the wall above my work table. You'll see what I mean by looking like, that ain't it. What was that one? You'll see what I mean by looking like the Walther's one. If I can find it. There's the Nova Scotia one. It's right here. Oh yeah, the Empire State Building. It's got to be right here. Where are you? Main Street, City Hall, tank container, modular truck, piece of container. All right, so it's up further. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm getting there. It's tired out. Oh. Maybe it's this one. I don't think it said modular. In fact, I'm 100% sure it didn't say modular, but maybe. It's only got 3 files, which is what that one is. Oh yeah, here it is. All right, let's see. All right, it's just a black and white picture, and I apologize for that. It's not the best of pictures, but there we go. So that's the one that's going to go over on above my work table, up at the same level as the one that's right here next to me. So that's the 3 stations we're going to have along here. So I think it's going to be they're all different. They're all different styles, which I think will make for interesting running. And really great for doing videos and doing live streams.
Josh says it looks awesome.
Thank you. Now I'm just getting back to the live stream here. There we go. All right. So that's what we'll have spread around the 3 walls here. Of course, Skid Row's not going to get any stations except for those that are sitting up on the elevated track that are kind of protected. I'll go ahead and pull the freight, or we'll pull the Amtrak back out. Let me get going. So, like I said, tomorrow we'll be at the train event. Ryan, if you're still on here and you want to join us for that, it's 10 o'clock. If you look on Facebook, look up WISILL, WIS-ILL. I don't remember where the address is exactly, but it's down by the museum. And we'll probably be down there from like 10 to 1. At least 10 to 12 anyway. They have a great layout. Fantastic layout. They've got both HO and N, but I don't know if they're going to have both of them operating. But that... the HO alone is great to bring kids to and see, and they run some really good equipment. A lot of really good local stuff. They run a lot of Wisconsin Southern, Chicago Northwestern, Wisconsin Central. They run some really neat things there. So we may, like I said, we may go live there depending on what kind of reception we get. Just read it a little bit. I'm starting to get to know those guys a little bit better. So we'll see. They don't have a permanent place for their layout. They keep things stored mostly, and then they bring them out for like 5-6 events a year. They set up, work on their modules obviously at home on their own, and then they come together for the meets.
Josh says not this Saturday, but next. I'll be at a train show in Decatur.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice. You got your station.
You got what?
You got your station.
Did you get it already? Really? Well, what happened to?
I'm gonna take your head with this. I'm gonna need your hand with this.
I guess all I do is the front wall and then the back wall and then side walls.
All we need is 2 plates or 3 plates.
3 plates.
Mhm.
Well,
For the main body, then I need to get the side.
side. So 3 plates for the main thing. Okay. Well, considering how now you've got it scaled right. Did the 1/2 inch scale per 6 foot?
Yep, for the
7 foot. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Those doors are 7 foot. So the front walls, the arched dome things, the entrances, the windows.
You mean just the recess, or the windows themselves that are in that space?
Yeah, that whole structure that has the curves with the entrances, the doors.
I don't think there's anything curved in this one.
Yeah, that.
This is the one that has the 2 columns.
Oh yeah, it's got the 4.
But it has 4 columns.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought there was only 2 columns. This is the picture that I have. The black and white picture only has 2 columns.
It looks like it, but it isn't.
Really?
Uh-huh.
We might eliminate 2 of the columns. I actually kind of like the open look to the thing that I see in the black and white picture.
Okay.
But we can figure that out when we get to
I'll
it.
print 8 columns, and if you want to get rid of them or have them, then
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, there are 3 entrances and 8 columns, and there are awnings. Well, not
On the
awnings.
sides, right on those wings.
No, they're actually inset into the thing.
In the inset.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You have those where you can pull those off.
I did.
Okay, good. So I don't really want any awnings on the inside. I mean, it already has the overhang. Why would you need awnings? That's kind of a weird design.
I don't know. We'll print them off because you may like both of them, but yeah,
But I don't have to glue them on if I don't want to.
exactly.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Well, then we can actually start printing that tomorrow then.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
And he says, well, Josh says I'll try to do a video on Decatur at the trade show.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, the only thing, the roof, I'm just gonna print it as is. Some of the panels have trim on them, that I'm not sure if you want cut off.
Okay.
It's just the very bottom. It's not.
Okay.
anything.
Well, you can just show me on it. We can kind of go from there when we get ready to start printing it. You can just show me what you were talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to picture it in my head and I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. So you just have to kind of show me in the images. But I'm sure you've done fine on everything else. I'm sure it's just fine. I trust you on it. And if I don't like it, then I'm gonna get on you. No, that's my fault for not looking. So.
Let's see. Alan says hi.
Hey, Alan. We're just running various trains tonight, bringing them in for stops at the layout at the stations and things. So I'll bring the camera and I'll show you the window inserts and stuff and how the station wound up looking again here. Well, yeah, we'll just do it right now. I'll just put it back.
You do that. So Chad can go get something to drink.
Okie dokie.
I am parched.
So here. I don't want to hit the trains, but you can see all of the grout that's been done, all the black and the bricks, and the brick highlights, and the gray with all the weathering on the gray concrete, and then we have the windows, and I've started to do the little black on the insets for the frames. So that's all done. All those windows in there are all finished. This one obviously isn't. They're all down here. So I'll get all those installed tomorrow. We've got the rest printing. In the midst of printing, or they're already printed that go around it. So this will be all finished up tomorrow. We got the third wall on the huge tower, the huge new tower done. It's already installed on the back. I had some issues with that. I glued 2 panels in the incorrect order, had to tear the whole thing apart, the back panel, and had to start that all over again. But that's all right, we got it there. We've got all the pieces printed for this fourth wall that goes back here. I've got 2 of them already sanded. I just have to sand the other 2, glue it together, and then prop it into place. Then we start working on the wings for it. This is the small model prototype for it. So we've just got to do the 2 wings that go here and here. And so like we said, that one long building you saw, this is where it's going to go. The station that we just showed you the pictures of, that's where this is going to sit. And the one that has the columns that I just showed you, the second one, that's going to go up here, spanning over the tracks like this one is. So we're going to have 3 stations surrounding us here. So that should look pretty good and be great for operations. Set this back. Oh, in case, as you can see, nothing new on the skid row area, but I am going to futz with this at some point. Get the steps painted. That'll only take me a few minutes to do. Get that. I've got the rest of the stuff to make the ladders, so I'll get the ladders for the fire escapes, and then I can just dull coat the whole thing and finish those buildings. I think that'll be, that's going to be really good. So, hey, I think so. We just said hi, but I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, it's Alan.
Oh, okay. Hey, Alan. So, that's where we are. Every day it seems like we get quite a bit more done. I'm really hoping to have everything down here, like I said, our downtown square with our city building back behind, the municipal building back behind, the 3 stations into place, and the last of the skyscrapers built by the end of summer. Oh, what?
He has I use the larger version. He has a smaller version with only 2 openings in the 3 columns.
Just go with what we've got. Yeah. You've already done it, and it's...
True, but I can make that other one later, too.
Oh, okay. Well, we might make one of those and take it to the train show.
True.
That would probably be something really good, and pop a price like 50 on it at up there at the thing, depending on how hard it is to glue together. Because you said it's taking 3 panels to print it, just the main section.
Yeah.
And then probably two panels, 1 panel each for each side section. Now, did you cut the roofs out? Are the roofs separate from the walls, and then the roofs are inset?
What?
All right, so you have the walls that make the walls. So so then is the roof panel?
It's all one big roof section.
Well, not with the wings. The wings have got their own separate roofs.
Are we talking about the same file?
So this is where I'm thinking you're not looking at the file I'm looking at. I think you're working on a different file. I think you're working on the one that's going behind me. Is it the one that's red? Are you working on the one that has an image that's red, or is it the black and white image?
It's the black and white one.
Well, that should be it.
Yeah. No. Why don't you just come here?
Hang on a minute, everybody. We're getting confused here about stuff, so hang on.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got this. Front walls. There's the roof side.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. This roof here, you're going to cut that roof out? That's not going to be, that's what I'm getting at.
No. It'll be just like I'm printing it up like this.
Yeah.
Underneath there'll be some supports.
Right, that's no big deal. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on the same page.
We are on the same page.
You didn't waste this whole time.
Yeah. I thought this was the one you wanted.
And then you're just going to print those columns straight up, right?
Do you want 2 wings? Because it only shows 1.
The picture shows 2.
Does it show 2? Okay.
Yeah, it has 1 on each side. They just gave you the file for 1 because it's just repeated for the other. So, yeah. That'll work.
Let's see. Crochet Lady says, has anyone heard of the score of Australia versus USA soccer game today?
Nope.
No. Josh says, can't wait to see the other 2 stations.
Well, he's got the files done, so you're going to see one of the new ones this next week. You'll see a new station going in this next week, and I'll have this one done. Well, at least all the windows in and everything. I mean, I got all the planners to do and everything else, the weathering, but it's of the platform. But it is basically, for the most part, going to be finished. So we'll have 2 full stations probably within a week and a half, which that's going to be pretty good. So
when I don't feel lazy, I can get stuff done.
How wide is the main section?
Ooh, I didn't get an overall measurement, but
can you just measure it real quick? Give me that wall across, just to give an idea about how big it is versus, because I can measure against this.
100 plus
Tape measure, tape measure, tape measure.
100.
Tape measure. Where was I using? That was my tape measure. I knew I was using it over here somewhere last.
Now, this is just the main section. not-
4.9
This is, what?
for the entire station. That's how wide it is.
Lengthwise?
Yeah.
4.9 inches?
Yeah, for the main body, not including the wings. It's a small station.
That is so wrong. That is so off, that's not even
Here,
funny.
come here.
Hang on a minute, everybody.
This, right? The station?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the smaller one. This is would only be like 3 inches. Here.
That's just not, that
If
cannot
you-
possibly
it
be
is.
right.
It is. I measured. I scaled it right. The doors are 7 feet tall at end scale. It's about 4 inches, 125 millimeters wide.
Show me it on the plate.
Let me
That's just not right.
open it itself, the file again. Oh, and the US is winning. So we scale this down to, what was it? Something, I think.
That's the roof?
No, this is the entire thing. That's how big it was.
I'd measure that.
I guess it's about 211, but that's also including the roof.
Well, just, yeah, give me the width of that 211.
211 is 8.
8 inches for the main part?
I think so.
Let's see what that is.
All right, so that would be about right then. 8 inches, because then you put the wings on. You're probably looking at 2.5, 3 inches on each of those. So that's 8, 9, 10. That's going to be about a 13-inch long station with the wings added on.
Yeah.
So 8 inches is correct?
I think so.
Because that 4.9 could possibly have been correct.
Because that's also taking into account the bump over with the roof.
Well, that's just on height, but we're talking about width.
I know, but the roof itself is longer than the building.
Not by much. I mean, that's only like a hangover of maybe like not even a quarter of an inch. That trim that's up there. The 8 inches makes a lot more sense. Because that's about 2/3 the width of this building, but then you have the 2 wings that go on.
One
So-
second here.
That would be right with the 2 wings and make it a little bit wider than this station. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, so it is about 211.
Just the main part, not counting the wings.
Right.
Okay, so then what's the height of it?
100 millimeters, which is 4 inches roughly.
Yeah, that puts it to the height of the entire thing, not counting the bell tower.
Right.
Okay, that's good. All right, sorry about that, everybody. We were just heading off. Okay, Josh, have a good night.
Yeah. See you around.
Yeah, sorry about that. We were just getting a little confused there on our measurements for the next print plate. But yeah, if it's 8 inches by about 4 inches, that's a good face for this. And then you put the wings on. How long are each of the wings?
Hang on. I need to scale them.
Yeah.
See, oh, hey, Eugene. There's 60, well, not quite. That's,
It should be at least 2 inches each.
1 3/4 inches.
So they should be a little bigger than that.
Yeah. See. I won't. I'll make sure.
What?
Josh says, "Thanks, bye, Gabe. Don't let him work you too hard."
So it'll be about a foot total, thereabouts.
Yeah.
That's just slightly longer than this station. Now that seems right with the wings and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We may increase the door height by increasing the middle section just a little bit more, make them a little bit bigger than a 7-foot door.
Yeah.
Make it like a 7.5 and 8 foot door. we can absorb that as far as that goes. Just to bring us up to where it's a little bit bigger than this and a little bit taller. Not by much. That'll work.
This is, okay, 42 plus 100. Where's that extra coming from? Why are you moving? What?
Are you messing things up again?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Uh-uh.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on because the measurements aren't measuring.
Measurements aren't measuring?
What is wrong here? Because this is what it should be, right? Yeah, that's the whole thing. The width of it is.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna get our little Amtrak going here. Well, we'll figure it out. But anyway, the other station on the other side is going to be approximately about the size of this, going by the measurements. It's just going to be a whole different design. It's got the columns out front like the one that Walthers makes. So it'll look pretty good. We'll paint it kind of maybe a color like this gray right here, maybe a little bit lighter than that.
Oh,
What?
no. It's not. What is that over there?
I don't know.
This guy, whoever made the file, he made a leftover of one tiny little piece that he cut,
Huh?
all the way over there, so it's registering as it being way, way longer.
So what does that mean?
That means the actual reality of the measurement is
Something's dragging here.
hundred and 50 millimeters, which is
So it's making it smaller.
Yeah, he has something on the file itself. He has something, a tiny little dot of a leftover, 50 millimeters all the way over to the side that he didn't catch. So that's about 6 inches.
So then what is the actual of the main part?
The overall length then,
Of just the main section?
5.9 plus 3.5, so 9.5 inches roughly.
That's with the wings or
With the wings.
That's pretty small.
You know, this one could be good for like,
We're gonna increase the size, we're gonna increase the door heights,
yeah.
and we're gonna increase the size.
Why is that going to
I want to check these, make sure everything's still on the track. Kind of had a bang there.
All right.
Jeff says, working on my layout late, kind of late, been busy past couple of days, just posting stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah, same here. Now we're fighting through the next design. This is what happens a lot, people, that you're hearing what is going on right now is what is generally like when we're doing design work.
Oh, okay.
So
I could just. Yeah. I could just.
but we're getting there.
Yeah, I know what we can do.
To get it longer?
Okay.
Okay.
You know the corners?
Yeah, make them wider?
You should just make the corners wider.
Okay.
Don't increase the depth or anything, but just make the corners wider.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Then that way it just kind of changes it up too.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff says I'll be by next week.
All right. Yeah, we'll be back on probably Monday. I'm going to wind these down for the night. Just going to put them back over here so I can cover them. Well, anyway, again, we got a notice from YouTube. Make sure if you're subscribed that your subscriptions are up to date because they're still in the middle of kicking people off the subscriptions that they have. So if you have subscribed, don't forget to check your notifications. And if you're new and you've liked what you've seen tonight, a little hectic tonight, just trying to get things going for the next building that we're doing. Did do some running, showed you everything that we've got, that we've finished. So it's all looking pretty good. So we may do a short live stream this weekend where I'll show how I weather the window frames, because I've got that whole set down there that has to get done. So we will, if I have time, like maybe late tomorrow, I might pop one up for like maybe about hour to show you what I do with a really fine brush. And then we'll just, then we'll be back on Monday. So for those of you that celebrate Father's Day, have a happy Father's Day. Otherwise, just have a really nice weekend. I hope everything is good. You have a good time. I'll show you the...
Jeff says I have an art show tomorrow in Batavia, Illinois from 8 to 12. And I have 566 subscribers now. Thanks, everyone. That's awesome.
Oh, very good. Congratulations. So like I said, if you've liked what you've seen, you like what we're doing here, don't forget to like and subscribe for us. And check your notifications. Make sure you're still subscribed with us. So the gentleman kicked off by YouTube for their silly reasons that they're doing. And if you don't see your comments on the videos that we do, they've also been, comments have been deleted. They don't go away. They've just been like archived for some reason. YouTube let us know about that. So just don't forget, don't worry about it. They do pop back up. I've actually seen them come back on. So just keep making comments and we'll respond to you. No problems. So then hope you guys have a good night and a good weekend, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If not, we will see you on Monday. So everybody take care, and we will see you later this weekend. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, everyone.